Alright, let's do a quick microphone check. Mic check 1, 2. Looks like the levels are pretty good. Let me adjust that. And alright, today I am going to try and stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So hopefully that that goes well, and we can do some development on the project. Speaking of projects, let's get that open over here. All right, so we are doing Godot adventure mode. We're just going to pop it open and try to see if we can recall where we were. So, hit that microphone. My bad. All right, there's our main character. Let's hit play and see if that all works out. Need to add some sounds to the button eventually. Just do start. We're at Hitherton. Magnificent. Running around. Got our skeleton here. Should aggro. Alright, that's what we did last time. We made the point, the targeting reticle be just a dot. Previously it was the Nintendo 64 style big spinny thingy. So, not awesome. And I do want to do like backstabs eventually. And because I have a parry animation, which is basic. I made that a while ago, but it would be cool to get set up. Now, still some problems with him fighting on angled surfaces. So this ground should be perfectly flat. This here is a slight angle. So if we go on it, I don't know. But when doing some of the attacks, you can get a couple of problems with it, especially at these steeper angles, like in the water. Oop. Yeah. Yeah, now he's having... Oh, right, he can swim. Yeah, that's an issue. See, he's going up slightly because he got angled a little bit, probably during the transition. And that's something we'll have to fix. But him attacking on the flat ground will fix that. Yeah. And then his name should go away after a second. Perfect. Got a couple other weapons. If we pull out the claymore, our stance should change. Magnificent. Switch from one-handed to two-handed. Or not. Alright. Interesting. Well, I don't know what I'm changing here. And the attacks there aren't special two-handed. Oh, there are. Oh, I did that. Well, hot damn. No, it's the same. It's one animation set. Okay. Well, I figured that out. Anyway, what I had been doing is I added in this item. See at the bottom left? I'm swapping items there. I have the coin. If I do the coin, I'll do the coin animation. Crush. The food. Whip out some food. Eat it. And what I was doing is I wanted to make throwing objects, and I got this far. Ugh. The skull spawns mid-air. Does not fly. Does not explode. 2 out of 10. So I don't have a ton of time to figure out how to handle this today, but what I believe I want to do is I want to at least just get a gravity working. Some sort of physics thing. Because, right, when it's in the hand, it's a prop, and then it spawns, and then it just kind of sits there. But it is spawning where the hand is at the time of release, so that's cool. Skulls everywhere. Little dark. And a little not oriented. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. We will figure it out. There we go. I think what I want to do is I'm going to go to the levels, which if you're following along at home, will be elsewhere. There'll be scenes, specifically. And we have level Hitherton. Pop open that guy. This is all of Hitherton. And I'm just going to change the speed at which the day-night cycle goes. So we have this object right here, which is its own thing. And I'm going to change the default in there, day length 600, I believe that's in seconds. Yeah, length of full in-game day in seconds. And I'm just going to change that to whatever it is in real life, which is 60 seconds times 60 minutes times 24. So there you go. Should be the same length as a day now. Fantastic. Save that. And we'll just remember to not commit that out there. Okay. One day these jump puzzles, this will be an actual jump puzzle. That was the goal there, is to have items and stuff that you can explore on or get to by exploring. So, okay, there's the initial start spawn point, multiplayer spawn points, the invasion spawn point in the arena, and let's see what we have already. So we have here in the default character, hello, we have an inventory where we added in Cursed Skull. And let's just pop this bad boy open. Go over to jump test because it's quieter. We'll open up the inventory. Yeah. And that looks a bit too dark. But yeah, common fruit, coin, Cursed Skull. No matter how hard or far you throw this skull, the curse makes it show right back up in your bag. Put it to good use by filling it with explosives. Fantastic. And that is a joke, kind of based on, in Elden Ring, you had the pots that would just magically return to you every time you threw them. And I realized that was the exact same magic as a normal cursed item. So, went on with that. Plus, Cursed Skull sounds really cool. So we have that new item, and we added in, there's its description right there. And yeah, okay, so here is the projectile. We gotta figure this out. And I believe if I open up the code for the actor, oh, is this dummy? This is dummy. Oops. That's okay, it'll be fine. Takes us to the same information there. Cool. Oop, nope, definitely want that. We're gonna pop it open, and this is getting big. Probably needs to be broken up into various smaller pieces. But there is a section down here with all of my animation things. And the changes that I did over the weekend were to kind of decouple possibly the using the item and hiding the item. Previously, I don't think use actually did anything, and I think just hide got rid of it. Or use, hit it. Right, okay, that's what happened. I had use, and using hid the item in your hand, and then end is what turned on the weapon, so the weapon that you were holding would show back up. So the life cycle of this is it starts, at the start of that it hides the weapon, and then it spawns in the prop, and then during use, or at the moment of use, which is where code for like the item heals you would be. Alright, so right here we're checking to see if we have something called projectile in our extra resources. Now, extra resources, that's a little bit of a hacky workaround. Not my proudest work, but it works, it happens. So, got that. And yeah, so we have the prop, and there's some duplication going in here. We have two extra resources, prop R, and that is the skull that actually shows up in their hand, and then projectile. Projectile is, let's see, what is it? Okay, so this is just a GLB file. We're gonna ignore that. Go back to dummy, come on. Oh heck. Errors, I don't need any of those, get out of here. Alright, back here, back to the Cursed Skull, fantastic. So, we have a projectile, which is just a 3D scene. It is of the type packed scene, and that is what the game expects it to be. Where did our animation stuff go? Right. So, on the use of the item, we are able to pass in a Boolean here, which defaults to false. So we can hide it at that time, and that is what we are doing for the throwing of the object, because we spawn the garment, or the accessory, in our hand, which happens to look like the thing we're throwing in this instance. We spawn that, and then right as we throw it, right when you use it, we hide it, since we're passing in that Boolean into the animation data. Then, looks like we're caching whichever item we have. And this is a known bug. If you switch your items really, really quickly, that will cause it to access other item data, which is undefined behavior. Don't do that right now. We'll fix it later. Alright, so we make the projectile, and let's see, pro. Alright, this is loading it in as a pack scene. This just makes sure it's a pack scene, which I shouldn't need to do. We're instancing it. We add it to the scene, and yeah, we're getting the skeleton, and we're putting it at the position of the hand as it is thrown. Is this exactly what we want to do? Generally, possibly. And the thing that we could do right now to make this super, super easy is go to our, whatchamacallit. Oh, we could just make a new scene and add in, so this will be fake. We don't intend to do that, and that's not what I want to do. Don't save. We're just going to make a new rigid body. So, everything keeps open on my other screen. Rigid body 3D. Then we're going to add a shape, collision shape 3D, and it will just be a sphere. Maybe it shouldn't be a sphere. Whatever, we change it later. Alright, and then we will add in our art props. Just throw a claymore on there, and add in our cursed skull. Yeah, and then we'll make our collision shape kind of the same size as the skull. Change it to temp skull, and then save it. We'll just save it at the root level because we want to delete it. We don't want it to stay here. So then we go back to an actor, or specifically, oh wait, no, I have cursed skull in here, don't I? Resources. Cursed skull, cool, there it is. All by its lonesome. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to change the projectile from just the bare 3D model, which was just floating in air, and let's just sanity check. I'm going to go in there, back to jump test, select the cursed skull, go into combat mode, because currently the throw animation is only in the combat mode. X, boom, there it is. Fantastic. All right. Cool. I can change this. Quick load. Test or temp. Temp skull. Alright, that's changed. Let's see if it falls to the ground. Which I believe is how rigid body do. Rigid bodies do. Combat mode. Change the skull. Huzzah! We can now drop an item physically. Can we kick it? Oh, we can't move it at all. Oh my god. That's so confusing. Alright, let's drop a few more. One skull. Two skull. Oh, they push us. Holy shit. Okay, that's interesting behavior and not what is wanted. So I'm gonna go up here and try to get This is so interesting we can't push them. Yeah, we probably have to like apply forces manually since we're using a character body for the character. Not sure if that's what I want to do, but let's spawn some more skulls. Skull. It pushes us back right as we're throwing it. Okay. Boop. Yeah, it's still like satisfying just to see the skull kind of rolling about. Okay, so we have a few things we already need here. One, long term, we do not want to assume that we're using our temporary skull. That's not what we want. We can tweak all this later. Interesting. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to add some forward force to this. Now, long term, I believe the solution that I want is to create a projectile handler, which will you'll just say that you want to make a projectile, you'll tell it what you want to look like, and then it will figure it all out for you from there. Just because projectiles are something that's going to be reused a lot, so having some sort of pipeline that makes that easier and also make sure that it's synchronized through the network might be what we want. But we're going to go here. We have the projectile global position, and we've set that. Let's see. We'll just make a really quick other variable. Q, which is rigid body 3D, and that's just so IntelliSense or whatever this is all called auto fills that out. P rigid body 3D equals projectile. Q dot add force. Add impulse. Apply impulse. That's the one. Fantastic. Let's figure that out. So we want vector 3, impulse, and position. Okay. So the impulse we want it to be is pu.global position. Wait, hold up. It was right. So global basis dot z times 10. Okay, so that should actually push it in a direction. I don't know exactly how that'll go. So let's see. It should push it from its origin, which should be good. Yeah. Ha! Look at that. Oh my god. Look at him go. Get over here. Holy shit. Calm down. Calm down. Stop rolling. Stop rolling. Wait, did I push it? Oh, let's throw it into a wall. Let's see how it goes there. All right. Throwing items, mighty. Throwing items, guys. We got it. We got it. We cannot aim them up and down, but they're there. Huh. Boop. Haha. Got him. Do you push me if you roll into me? Oh, you. Boop. Yeah, some energy is lost. That worked really well. And I love it. Okay. I'm going to try to hack in some more shit. So I'm really just hacking in a lot here. Definitely not sounds, though. Don't have a cool throwing sound. But the mass is good, especially for right now. But the tricky thing is I want to be able to aim up and down. So I have to like kind of get the angle of the camera currently. So I'll put that right here. And again, note, hack, do not keep this in. Get up down from player camera somehow. Cool. How somehow will we do that? We need to get to the player socket. So we have manager player socket. Manager player socket. Player 1. Or get player 1. Magnificent. Var sock equals get player 1. And that gets a player socket type thing. It has been a while. I forget everything that is in there. We could get the thrall desired look position, but I don't recall if we're adding in look. And this is why you want to go here. We have target lock information. This is where the target lock information is in there. The thrall doesn't actually hold on to the target lock information. The actor, the thrall, it just knows if it wants to go forward, backwards, left, right, up, down, that stuff. Francis Bean, sorry for not saying hi to you earlier. Thank you for chiming in. Let me delete this other stream. Yeah, maybe they are heavy, and that is something we can tweak. Later, I'll probably make some more robust equations that do stuff like make an arc, calculate the arc, stuff like that. But yeah, maybe it is really just heavy. Anyway, so we want to get camera look information, and that is kind of in this Ganti thing, which is not helpful to me right here. A lot of crap here. Target lock. Okay, gotta go to the camera gantry thing. Do I spawn the camera gantry? Nope. Camera gantry player follow. So this is the thing that actually has an angle change to it. I could just grab it, grab this thing's angle, because I believe player look. Cool. Okay, I'm just going to grab this and use its angle just to get some semblance of being able to aim. So we'll do that. Sock dot Ganti thing dot yeah, and that's a node 3D, so it's already got a basis or global basis dot z. So we'll take that and use that instead of the Pew's global basis, because that is the direction of the impulse, and the position, since the position is still the actual thing, maybe it'll work out, and we'll be able to aim up and down, or it will be backwards because I've forgotten how I built that thing. So, combat mode, throw a skull. Whoa! Oh god, it worked. It flew right at the camera. Okay, right. So the camera gantry actually is pointing at the camera. The camera is like forward of it. We should be able to live do that without needing to read everything. Can I just make it negative? No, that won't work. Shit. Alright, well, let's do negative anyway. Should make it go forward, but it will just be kind of like opposite of the way the camera's going. So, we got that. We got a skull. Huh. Ah. Alright, it's working, Cool. We had one go further, and One go, less is far. Let's tweak this temp skull thing. Mass solver, linear, angular, damp. Oh, that's probably this physics material friction. There we go, rough. Ooh, oh, I want it to bounce. Yes. Oh, that'll be fun. Absorbent, what? If true, subtracts the bounciness from the colliding object's bounciness instead of adding to it. That is weird. Rough, what does rough do? If true, the physics engine will use the friction of the object marked as rough when two objects collide. If false, the physics engine will use the lowest friction of all colliding objects. Instead, if true for both colliding objects, please stop going away. The physics engine will use the highest friction. Okay, that's interesting. I, for one, am just gonna have fun with my bouncy balls. So let's do that. Yeah. This is really fun. Boing. No. Come on. Huh. Whoa, hold up. Why do you go through the wall? Is it bouncing off the player character? Let's... Maybe we need to increase the bounciness. Should be able to do that here. Bounce. 0.9. Yeah. Boing. Oh, yeah. Yes. Perfect, 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 perfect. Boing, boing. Boing, boing. Look at that. Look at him go. Yes. Let's throw a few at the same spot. Boop. Oh. Shit. Oh my god. I love it. It's ridiculous. Hey, if I added boing sounds, this would be so much fun. Oh. Look at it go. Okay, I gotta change the shape of these, because it will be really fun. Cursed skull, make local. Sure. And you are becoming a create collision shape. There we go. Tri-mesh? No, we want a simplified convex. Alright, that is too simple. It also looks a little off. What's the deal? Let's hide that. Why? What? What? Because the irregular shape will give us more fun bounciness, but I also, like, what the fuck just happened here? I'm gonna try making another one. Create collision shape. Tri-mesh. Create. Why are you off? Oh, are you like being animated? No, what the hell? So weird. Cool, yeah, we don't want that one. Okay, I deleted the wrong one, but whatever. What? Why? No. Okay, so you're there, but you're not. That's... Why are you moved? Okay, I've officially thought about this too long. collision shape. Single convex. Simplified convex. I don't really need to simplify it. It's already low poly. Multiple convex. Oh, it's weird. It split the jaw in half. Okay, anyway, these should bounce really, really funny. We'll go over here. We'll throw them around in the arena. That'll be more fun. We can throw them in the water. Yeah. Get out of here. Boing, boing. There we go. There's the little random bounciness. That's super fun. There we go. Look at it. Look at him go. And it comes to rest in a natural scully position. I still can't walk over. Oh my god. Boing. Boing. Oh, straight for the ground. Okay, weird. Yeah. Look at him go. Oh, one just kicked me. There we go. Physics glitches. Beautiful. Yeah, super jump. Awesome. Yeah, right, because if we're looking this way, we'll throw the skull up, but the skull spawns in the way. Holy shit. We can just glide. Don't need to have too many problems here. I need to fix that animation. And also spawn in a glider. That would be great. Boop. Yeah. Throw faster. Throw faster. Yeah. Bouncy skulls. Huh. So they do come to rest in, like, the skull up position quite frequently. Skull up or lying on the side. Oh, this one's facing down. Cool. That was actually super cool. I gotta put a particle effect on it. Alright, particle effect time. Do I have prefabs of particles? I do. Magic. Yeah. I will add you here because it's yes. A little too much. No, I don't. Yeah, make local. I don't need these. Can I make you unique? Like recursive? Yeah. Wait, are you a particle? GPU particles. Okay, cool. Make unique. Make unique. Where are you? Make resources built in. Make unique recursive. Yeah. Everything. Make unique recursive. Everything. Perfect. Right, these are a little bit too large, honestly. So, pass 1, we can reduce the size of that, but I believe we can also tweak that display. Scale curve. 0.1. No. Not what I want. Let's change the color to an evil purple. Yes. And this is fun. I love messing around with particles. It's really fun. Material. Yeah. Shading. Now we're going to have you shaded. There we go. Per vertex is fine. It's a particle system. Diffuse mode. Specular mode. Alpha add mix. There we go. That's the good stuff. We'll definitely want to tweak the alpha of all this. Or not. Your purple lines make it look a little necromancy-y. Always fun. Animated velocity. What do we got? Radial velocity. We don't need none of that. Okay, maybe we did need some of that. Less though. Gravity. No. Scale. 0.5. Lifetime 2. Looking good. Just make the purple like a little transparent. Oh, it's like all flickery. Weird. Okay, well that's enough fiddling with that. It looks cool, and what I want to do is actually get rid of the collision shapes and add in the other one to see how that performs, the single convex. Should be fine. Wait, what? No. Get out of here. Oh, okay. That's just the particles are making it look a little weird. You had no changes, so... Magic. Alright, well, let's see how it looks. Level Hitherton. Yeah. Boing. Oh, it has a trail. Oh, right in the water. Bye-bye. Alright, let's throw a bunch and see how they land. Alright, we still land in kind of the cool skull-ish way. Looks like a majority of the time. Really cool. Now, I'm not planning to have all the projectiles be fully simulated like this. They will probably be defined in some other way, and we can brainstorm that. Boing, boing, boing. But I will definitely want like bouncy skulls now. So that's a must for any project, honestly. Yeah. I also need to make a better effect. I want to have like a flame effect for the skulls or something. Like the idea is that there will be various elemental damages, and this is how we'll test elemental damage, because we'll have throwing items that like make a little explosion and do like 10 damage in a radius. How do I throw? Like, okay, it's R on the keyboard. Wish I get the angle. Actually, we'll do it live. Right here, cam gantry. Is there a place where I've limited the angle? Or is it in code? Awesome. It's in code. Okay. Cam gantry player follow. Default angle. Player look, negative 65. Let's try that. I feel like we're able to look down further. Let me move this back over here. So that's 20 degrees, and that's probably the 65. 20. No. Default. We'll just try negative 90 or negative 88 and 88, just for right now. Nope, not what we were looking for. Man, how do I control the camera? Clear look. Rotate. Okay, so we have no target, so we're doing this logic. This is our return to horizontal crap. This should work. Let's try reloading. So we can look up. Okay, yeah. Look up and down farther. So far that it is a problem. Yep. 20 degrees. Yeah, I thought there was like a physical thing that stopped you from like going through the ground, but it turns out it was just the 20 degrees. There. And attack. Attack. Can we hit the guy? I want to hit the skeleton. Boing, boing, boing. Look what I did to your friend. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we need to like mask that somehow. Nope. No! Ah! Mm. Nope. Okay. Okay. I think we can do it. We are going to figure out the travel shape, because that is the one we are colliding with. Because we have, like, hurt boxes on here, and we may need to, like, figure them out, too. But I'm pretty sure we're colliding with this primary shape here. So let's figure out what layer mask it is on, if any. Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't have one. Shit. Right, it's handled up at the actor. Heck. For character body 3. Okay, now to remember how layer masks work. We want this. The physical layers this collision object 3D is in. Collision objects can exist in one or more of 32 different layers. Object A can detect a contact with object B if, or only if, object B is in any of the layers the object B scans. Okay, so this is our layers, this is what we're looking for. So we are in layer 1, and we collide with stuff in layer 1. So that would mean to me that the ground is layer 1. This would mean we don't need it to be in layer 1. Can we just turn this off? Because we'd still scan for hits. Because it's like we're looking for something. We're just gonna fall through the ground, aren't we? Nope. Oh. That. Oh, working better. Love the bouncy skulls. This is silly. Ah! Yeah. Right in the ground. And it is still pushing us. So I had avoided defining deeper stuff here. Are the hurt boxes on a different layer? Hurt box. What are you? Area 3D. Okay, they're area 3D. Yeah. And they're on layer 2. So they shouldn't push the character. What else is here that could be pushed? We could check this to see what it's scanning for. Yeah. Collision. Layer. Only looking for layer 1. You're not on layer 1. Why is it being pushed then? Alright, let's turn on these hurt boxes and we'll get rid of it because the only one it could be colliding with is essentially the hand. So we can just disable the hand one. Hand. Is that the right hand? Cool. We'll get rid of all these. And just to see if that stops us from being pushed to one way or the other. Jump test. Okay, so we can line ourselves up. Okay, that was dumb. Obviously that wouldn't push... Well, okay, so that went and pushed our head then. So it is still hitting the areas. Oh, is it hitting the water shape cast? Because that's still on here. Not good. Nope. Looks like we're still getting moved. Yeah. Pushed to the side somehow. Right. I can aim though, and that's nice. Same kind of behavior when we're throwing back into ourselves. Could it be colliding with a sword? Not exactly sure. But I do feel like the water cast shape was part of it. So, just gonna do a quick test to turn that bad boy back on. Oop. Yeah. Combat mode. Throw item. Push. Nope. Goodbye, school. What here is being pushed, man? Like, okay, well, let's just, no, we didn't actually click anything, so go away. We'll just turn off all, it shouldn't collide with anything now, right? So we've turned off all of its layers, all of its masks. Okay, so it is bumping into something right through the floor. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Right. All right. Let's check that range. Okay, so it's right here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever the distance from that is. Okay. Annoying. I'm gonna turn on both your layers again. And then I'm just going to very egregiously change the travel shape. I'm going to save the previous shape, 0.45, and just change it to a tiny amount. To see if it's the problem. Okay, it is, somehow. Meh. Meh. Okay, not exactly sure. What the dealio there is. So we have layer and mask. Physics layers. The physics layers is collision object 3D scans. Collision objects can scan one or more of 32 layers. Object A can contact with object B only if object B is in any of the layers. Okay, so we're in no layers, but we're still getting, like, scanned by this. What is the deal? What is the dealio, my dude? Let's add a script. Tempschool.gd. Close enough. Whatever. And we'll add some signals on... God. Entered. Sure. Oh. Connect. Sure. Print all that shit. Print body.name. Cool. Probably should have done that earlier, now that I think about it. Would have been way quicker. And then we're going to want to, like, see the output. So, over to jump test. What? That's not... That's not the data, man. What? No. Come here. Body.name. Should be a node. Why are you giving me... Why are you giving me an XYZ position? What if I just print it? God, stop that. It's so annoying. Body. Body RID. Cool. Oh, that's what I messed up. If you leave it, it moves to a very high angle, because that's the default angle. Oh, the mouse still only does the range. The controller can go outside of it. Interesting. Very interesting. I can only assume this is not actually the thing. On... Do we not have, like, collision? Like, on collision? Come on. Doc, where are you? Body to move by physics simulation, yada yada. Yep. Get colliding bodies. Okay, we'll just we'll do that then, since this isn't seeming to work. So we'll want func physics process var bodies. Let's get colliding bodies for body in bodies. Print body.name. Cool. And then we will delete you, save you, and then make sure that That is removed. Disconnect. Cool. Stop. Start it again. Yeah. Boink, boink. Okay. Debugger's throwing a bunch of errors. What secrets do you have for me, debugger? Parameter contact monitor is null. What? Come on. Max contacts reported. I mean, you're bouncing on shit. Why aren't you telling me what you're bouncing into? Well, it's 0. 0 is probably unlimited. Right, I didn't actually want to be here. Boop. So you're just not bumping into anything. Man, that's annoying. Solver, kind of linear, angular. Okay. I believe this may be Tomorrow Me's problem. So I'm getting a little carried away. We don't want to get colliding bodies. Node 3D, cool. And I already have projectile code that will be, like, you know, fine. Let's spend a few minutes just to make a fun little explosion effect. We'll do that. Other node. CPU particles. Yeah. There we go. And in here, in geometry, we'll want a shape. Where are you? Drawing. Mesh. Here we are. Sphere. A much simpler sphere. A slightly more complicated sphere. Nope, nope. Cool. Good enough. Whatever. And then a material. Quick load. Invaded. That's that's fun. That's cool. No. Standard material. No transparency. Alpha scissor. Sure. Albedo. Vertex color. Use as albedo. Perfect. Cool. Albedo will be not that. Not that. Noise texture, 2D. Beautiful. Perfect. Noise. Fast noise light. I want it to be seamless, baby. Seamless. Doesn't really work on polar coordinates, but whatever. And then we'll make a little color ramp. Where are you? Color ramp. Gradient. Black again. Yes. Little plasma effect. We're gonna reduce the thing to 128, 128. There, that'll look kind of explodey. Yeah. Awesome. And then here we want alpha and alpha. There, that'll be fun. Cool, now we've got our mesh. Initial... I don't want gravity. Heck off gravity. Now I want to randomize the rotation. Angle. Did it? Can you please just like do angle stuff? Like what do you mean here? It's probably because it needs the particle billboard crap. Which I don't want, because it's a 3D thing. Yeah, ridiculous. I hate how it does that. I want its position, I want its rotation to be set by the particles, but I don't want it to billboard. Like, come on. There's got to be a way to do that. Shading. Where's Kohl mode? Kohl mode. Disabled. There. Now we got both sides. Now let's see about making it a cool neon glowy color. Can we do that? So it looks cool and glowy. Might need to want to turn off shading for this bad boy. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, I know we need an area that is in fact still just white in the middle. There we go. So okay, that 2D image looks good. Shading, unshaded. Boof. Kaboom. Transparency. Alphas is I kind of wanted it to be. Oh, mix. Add? Would be super cool if you could rotate. Really cool. Transform. Fixed size. Use particle stuff? No? Doesn't help. Billboard. Particle billboard. We have 8. Let's go 4. 2. Okay, it kind of looks cool. Can we get them to fade out? I mean, you probably can, but we set the alpha scissor to a different thing. Well, it could look cool. Okay. Yeah, because it's additive. Where are you? Color. Color ramp. Quick load. Oh, no. Gradient. Alpha. Alpha. It's kind of a fun, low poly, old fashioned explosion. I need to change the lifetime. Now it's more dynamic. Let's tweak the scale. Min max 0.9. Oh, 1.1. Well, it could be a ball of electricity. Scale amount curve. Curve. Presets. Smooth step. Maybe we need a longer lifetime. 5. Now it's starting to look cool. But again, if it could just rotate without it needing to be like a weird special extra thing, that'd be fantastic. All right, so the angle is angling. That is what that does. Ugh. Angular velocity. Yeah, and then scale this up to like 5. Not really. We probably want well, you can do that in the mesh. Radius 1.5. Height 3. There. That seems like plenty for a little thrown object thing. Can do one shot, and then lifetime 0.1, and then go. Boom, 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 boom. Definitely not what we want. This texture does look cool though, so definitely gonna remember that. Shading. Oh no, I don't need the material stuff. I need these other things. You want it to fade out, and we do actually want it to like scale up initially, quickly. Well, let's try it out. Boom. explosiveness. There's an explosive. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay. Well, I believe that is a perfectly fine place to leave it for today. We did get projectiles actually kind of working a bit. We were to jump test. They're just bouncing off us for no discernible reason. Yeah. Look at them go. But the skulls are bouncing around, sometimes backwards, apparently. And that's awesome. I think before the next stream, which I believe will go for Thursday will be the next stream. Why through the wall? Why? Boop. Boom. How far can we get? 45 degrees. Yeah, so Thursday will be the next stream. Okay. Not a bad distance. I think I'll remember the impulse of 10 for this thing. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get some like throwing sound effects, maybe a bounce sound effect. Maybe we'll make a second item that's just like a bouncing ball or a bouncy skull. That'll be fun, just because I really like the bouncing of them. It is quite fun. We do also need to figure out this, which should be fixable here. Temp skull, go here. Yeah, just get it off layer 1. Let's try that. Now we should be able to walk over them without it being a deal, or a whole ordeal. Oh, we also aren't moving now. Did this solve the issue? Huzzah! All right, boing. I love it. I'm forgetting what we were actually trying to. All right, throwing it at the ground. Oop, oop. And then bouncing into it while it's rolling. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. But I do still want it to like bounce off characters when we get there. And that'll actually lead into ragdolls long term. So that's cool. So, all right. Well, problem solved. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and watching a little bit of development on adventure mode. Probably not the most eventful thing today, but hopefully we'll have some cool stuff. And we are about to start up the capstone project with Washington State, Vancouver. And some students are going to come help us out with the project. And I don't know exactly what they're going to contribute on yet, but they do need a single defined project for that all to work out. So, thank you very much for joining the stream. You have a fantastic day. Don't die.